Hello my lovelies, how are you all doing today? I have a little mini haul to show you. So it's a mix of Temu and a mix of Brush on Luxe, which have currently got a huge sale on. I did like a little mini short thing on it. I will show you what I grabbed. Now some of these are repeats of things I already have because I like them so much. So the Builder Chill, which is a builder gel. This is one of my favourite colours. It's Bumpus Blush. I think I paid £2 for this. It's a lovely, slightly peachy nude. I don't have this one. So this is a nude gel polish. It's a nice peachy tone for some of the awesome colours. Sandy Escape, so these were like £1. So this isn't quite a cream, but isn't quite a white, and it has like a yellow tint to it. I really liked this last year to go with the autumn shades. You know, when you wanted something plain to go with them. Frosted Lavender. Now I have a similar colour to this from a different brand, and it's a pink, but it kind of has, I don't know, almost like a grey or like a lilac tint to it. It's definitely an interesting colour. Oh, I even picked up a liner gel. Now I do struggle to use liner gel brushes because I'm so used to the way I would hold a normal brush, you know, kind of like a pen. So I actually do pop these on to a little paper palette, and then I just use my normal brush. Entice, this is a new one to me. I really liked it. So Brush and Luxe are a UK company. They are vegan, cruelty-free, humour-free. A lot of their colours, as I have said in the past, are, oh, this one's a repeat. I have this, but I love this. A lot of their colours cover in one coat. So this is Don't Slate My Olive, and it's kind of like a mix of khaki and a mix of grey. This is also a repeat, so this is Attract. Now my daughter keeps stealing this colour, so I actually gave her my partly used bottle and bought myself a new bottle. And if she has this one, I'll be having her. Abyss, this is also a repeat, but these are colours I use a lot for the coming up season. Chocolate Chili Chocolate. This one is also a new one to me. There we go. I hope the sound's okay today because I have actually forgotten to put my microphone on. So this is an Aurora top coat, and do not let its appearance fool you. So when I got my first ball, I was like, oh my god, look how thick that is. It like sticks up on the brush. But that is because it is so packed with flakies. It does, however, spread out perfectly smooth, perfectly flat on the nail as a proper top coat. So do not, if you buy it, open it and then panic, because this is like the best top coat ever. And I mean, just look at that. And that'll obviously slightly alter the colour depending on what base is underneath it. Now the two I've saved for last are my absolute go-to favourite shades. So Squash, I will admit to having about 3 or 4 bottles of this, because for autumn and Halloween it is perfect. I've got a lot of oranges from a few different companies, and I have 2 running favourites, but this one is my #1 go-to every single time. It's like the perfect pumpkin because it's not too bright, it's not too dark, it's not too brown, but it's not too bright orange either. It is just perfectly in the middle. And then we have Holy Moly. This is one of my favourite greens for Christmas. Again, not too dark, not too bright. And it's just a really, really nice deep dark shade. And excuse my voice, I just need to go grab my cup of tea again. I've been awake about 5 minutes. I will be back in a second. That's better. Now there are lots of other colours in the sale. The majority of them are only £1. So they're having to clear out to make room for new stock. So it's the perfect time to get stock in, because where can you get polishes for £1 that are good quality and a proper professional brand? You cannot. So go knock yourself out. Now, my Temu haul is just a mini one. And it's full of slightly random bits. So this did not come in this bag, but I honestly can't stand the smell of it, so it is in a sealed bag. So I've seen a lot of American nail techs use not necessarily this brand. I cannot, Mia's Secret, I think it's the brand a lot of them are using. And it is an Odor Out, it's an acrylic liquid neutralizer. So you put a couple of drops of this in your dapping dish with your monomer, and it's supposed to stop it smelling. I've seen people test all sorts of ones, and I think this popped up for a couple of £1 on Temu, so I thought, oh, okay, try that. They only have it in peach scent. However, I am not actually a fan of peach. I also did not account for how strong it would be, and honestly, it's, for me personally, not necessarily anybody else, it is nauseating. It is very obnoxious. So I'm taking from that it will most definitely cover the smell of monomer, because that's so obnoxious you can't smell anything else over it. It's probably not how it's supposed to go, but that's definitely how it is on my end. I got another little pot of flakies. Everybody knows I like a flake. You can add them to gel polish, add them to everything. And I quite like this little sparkle in that one. I will input pictures because I did not write prices. I got 2 other flakies. I've kept these because they've got separate barcodes on, and I want to be able to buy them again. But I saw these and I thought they were perfect for this time of year. Look at the colour on that. It was giving me autumn leaf vibes. And I definitely like that. I like a bit of sparkle. I have like a cupboard full of glitters, but I just don't ever get around to using them anymore. There was something I used more with acrylic, and because my acrylic's kind of sitting abandoned on a shelf currently, my glitters don't really get used very much. And that's a beautiful golden tone. It has like the odd flashes of orange or purple in there as well. I do think I might need to get them out and have a few more goes with my acrylic, because if you don't use it, you lose it, and at this point I'm probably an acrylic virgin all over again. I got some I got some shell pieces because I had a really good idea for a set, and then when I went to do one, I didn't actually have what I thought I did. I had like the smaller, lumpier versions, but I needed some of these. Hey, you're not getting the blanket. I am sitting at the desk, bud. Yes, you're going to have to wait. So when we get up in the morning, I get a cup of tea. I sit on the couch. I have a blanket over my lap. And Sir Dictator over there gets under the blanket, and goes back to sleep. So guess who's a crabby pants? Because I got my cup of tea and sat at the desk. So these are hearts on one side, stars on the other. But look how teeny tiny these are. This is what made me buy these, because they're not the normal size. They're like they've got to be like a millimetre. They're proper dinky. But they're just nice to add that odd little star to a nail. Okay, and what I really went on there for. So I've seen it called poke gel. I've seen it called lace gel. So Tina from Vertina, who does, you know, the beautiful nails and the tutorials, he sells it as lace gel. There's a channel and a brand I follow on YouTube called I'm probably butchering its name, so I apologize in advance. Called Saida. They do one, and they call it abstract gel. They've had theirs out for quite a while. And I had a play, because I did film this already, mess it up, and then refilming it now. And it kind of gives this effect. It could probably give better effects, but that was honestly my first go. But I have found it on Temu, and I have found 2 different brands selling it. I do expect more brands will pop up to be selling it. At current, there are 2. There is Honey Girl, and there is Nicole's Diary, currently selling these. So you can buy these individually, or you can buy them as a set, which is what I did, because this will not work without this. You need to have both. I haven't opened the white, but I did open the black one, because that is what I had to play with already. And black brush, and I thought I would just show you. It comes with, I hate these things. I'm old-fashioned, I prefer the wooden ones. These just feel like they could poke an eye out. And some of us are that idiotic. So, following from what I have seen on Saida's channel when they've used it, they've done their base colour or whatever else they're doing. They put a nice layer of the base on, not too thin, not too thick, as long as it covers. And they pop that in for a full cure at 60 seconds. I'm going to assume this one is a 60 seconds. And then you basically brush a layer of this over, but again, from their videos anyway, it can't be too thick and it can't be too thin, because if it's too thick, it won't do that, because I can't think of the word. But if it's too thin, it also won't do that, because it won't be able to spread properly. So you really, really need to find a happy medium, which could take a bit of experimenting. Now this one has chrome over it, because this stuff dries non-tacky. And it was out of curiosity, to be honest, so I took it out the lamp, left it like 30 seconds or so to cool down, went straight over it with chrome, and it did it. Right, so that has had its 60 seconds. So let me just, I'm trying not to stick too much on my brush. So let's brush that on. I was probably a little stingy. I was a little stingy, guys. Okay. Now, can you see? Let's zoom you. Can you see around the edges? It's already starting to lace. So if you take your stick, you can give it a helping hand. And I've seen people write words with it as well. But look at that, it's lacing around the sides, look. Kind of seems to repel itself. It's interesting anyway. This one really doesn't seem to take it away very well. Let's try it. Okay, so a wooden one works better than a plastic one. Now, I suppose you could actually use a dotting tool as well, and it would probably have the same effect. But I have only tried that plastic one of these and this wooden one, and the wooden one removes it better. But you see how that squiggle has stayed like a nice S shape, so you could write words in this. Or if I just keep this running, I can add more holes, I suppose, but yeah, let's add a couple. But the longer you leave it, the more it sucks in on itself. Now, obviously, this is only my second try with this stuff, so there's probably definitely better designs and better ways to use it. And I'm also following a video from a different brand. But that is generally the premise of it. You leave it until it gives you the design you want. I suppose the longer you leave it, the bigger the holes would get and the skinnier the membrane. And then when you're happy with it, you just cure it and it's done. So look along here, that looks like that's about to just turn into one big one because the lace section's gotten really skinny where it keeps spreading. So we'll pop that into cure. But that seems to be the Lace Effect gel or the abstract gel. Like I said, a couple of brands have it now. On Temu, it is the Honey Girl and Nicole's Diary. But I've seen Saida sell it as abstract gel. I have seen Tino on some of his videos sell it as lace gel. So if it's something you want to try, I'd try those headings when looking for it. But on Temu currently, it is poke gel. There's even the cute little picture of what it could look like. I admittedly haven't just put it on the nail and left it there to see what it'd do. I have generally given it a helping shove. But definitely, if you have them, use a wooden one rather than a plastic one because it will get you a little further. And that is it for my mini haul today, guys. So yes, thank you very much for watching. Oh, actually, so this, it finished just as I was saying that. And I will show you how easy this goes on. Let's use a gold because then at least we're going to see it, aren't we? So obviously this is straight out of the lamp. It's cooled down a bit. And straight over with the chrome. Now, the only issue you will have, because you need the base coat to make this work, your chrome is going to stick inside your holes. So that would probably mean folding one of these up, you know, into a tiny corner or using cotton swabs. But it chromes really easy, as you can see. So, yes, as I was saying anyway, thank you for watching. Check out some of the products. And if you are in need of expanding your gel collection and wanting some more autumny colours, some more colours in general, it's these guys. It's Brush on Luxe. Do the website? Yeah, brushonluxe.com for the sale gels. They even send you out a little application guide, which I think is absolutely adorable. But don't forget to check them out. And, oh good lord, and stay tuned for more videos, hopefully. And thanks for watching, my lovelies. If you have enjoyed, please leave me a like. And if you wouldn't mind, please hitting the subscribe button. It takes you a couple of seconds, but it really, really helps my channel grow. And just a thank you to those that keep following and keep supporting, because it really, really does make a difference. Not just channel wise and numbers wise, it makes me feel good that people follow along with the journey. I think it does for every other nail tech out there as well. So even if you don't want to comment, just a like honestly makes a difference. And it's a really, really nice thing to do. So thanks for watching, guys. Bye.